Dear students, in this video we will solve few important questions related to chemical bonding chapter. So in previous videos also I have solved few questions based on the topics. Here a few more important questions I am going to discuss. So first question, isostructural species are those which have same shape and same hybridization. Okay, isostructural species are having same shape and same hybridization. Among the given species, identify the isostructural species. So if you want to identify which are isostructural in nature, first you want to find out its hybridization or shape. Okay, so whatever having same hybridization and same shape, those are said to be isostructural in nature. For that, first to find out hybridization of the two compounds given in each option. So first option containing NF3. In NF3, central atom is nitrogen. So nitrogen is having 5 valence electrons. Okay, in that 5 valence electrons, 3 valence electrons bonded with the fluorine, because each fluorine can make a single bond. Okay, the other 2 electrons can act as a lone pair of electrons. So total number of electron pairs involved here 1, 2, 3, 4. With 4 pairs of electrons, the possible hybridization is said to be sp3. Sorry, 4, right? sp3. 3 p orbitals and 1 s orbital, totally 4 orbitals having 4 pairs of electrons, and its hybridization is said to be sp3. Now we'll see for the next one. What is the next one present here? BF3. Central atom is boron. Boron valence electrons are 3. And each fluorine can make a single bond. So 3 electrons of boron is bonded with the 3 fluorines. So totally 3 pairs of electrons are present, then it can undergo sp2 hybridization. 2 p orbitals and 1 s orbital, total 3 orbitals overlap, 3 hybrid orbitals are obtained. So it is having 3 hybrid orbitals are having 3 bonded electrons. One is having sp3 and other one is having sp2. So hybridizations are not same, so it's not our isoelectrical species. Now we'll move on to the next one, BF4. So the central atom in BF4 is BF4 minus. Central atom is boron. Boron is having 3 valence electrons. Due to having negative charge, it has one extra electron. Okay, if minus charge is there, one extra electron will be present. We will mention like this. And this boron is bonded with 4 fluorines. Each fluorine can make a single bond. Each fluorine can make a single bond. Totally 4 pairs of electrons are there. To fill these 4 pair of electrons, it requires 4 hybrid orbitals. That is sp3 hybridization. Okay, so this sp3 hybridization contains 4 hybrid orbitals. So the hybridization is sp3 in this case. Now NH4 plus we will discuss. Okay, nitrogen valence electrons are totally 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But here there is a positive charge, so remove 1 electron. So that means N plus is having only 4 electrons. Each hydrogen can make a single bond. Totally 4 hydrogens are there. All the 4 hydrogens will make single bonds with the 4 electrons present in nitrogen atom. So then the possible hybridization even here is said to be sp3. Okay, clear? That means in this case both the molecules are undergoing sp3 hybridization. So these are said to be isoelectrical species. So this is our answer. Now in the same manner you can also find for the other 3. So I am going to find hybridization for the third one, BCl3. Central atom is boron. Its valence electrons are 3. Each chlorine will make a single bond with this. So total 3 pairs of electrons are present. With 3 pairs of electrons, it can undergo sp2 hybridization. And what is next molecule given in the third option? BrCl3. Br is bromine. Bromine valence electrons are 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 chlorines. Bromine is bonded with 3 chlorines. Each chlorine will make a single bond. Okay, so then the other 2 electrons in bromine can exist as a lone pair of electrons. Total number of pairs of electrons 1, 2, 3, 4. For accommodating these 4 pairs of electrons, it should have 4 hybrid orbitals. That is possible with sp3. Okay, so sp3 can provide 4 hybrid orbitals, understand? So but here it is undergoing sp2 and here it is undergoing sp3, so these two are not having same hybridization, that's why these are not isoelectric. In the same manner, you can also try for NH3 and NO3 whether they are isoelectric or not, we can say based on the hybridization. If these two are having same hybridization, then that is isoelectric. If they are having different hybridization, then those are not isoelectric. So for this question, the answer is the second one. Now we'll move on to the next question. So here is our next question. Polarity in a molecule and hence the dipole moment depends on the primarily on electronegativity of the constituent atoms and shape of the molecule. That means polarity and dipole moment both are depends on electronegativity and shape of the atoms present in a molecule. Polarity and dipole moment of an atom is always directly depends upon the electronegativity and shape of the atoms or shape of the molecules. Okay, which of does the following have highest dipole moment? We want to find out highest dipole moment of the following. Okay, so that dipole moment we want to find for the given following molecules. There are 4 options. So first try to write down its structures, then it becomes very easy to find out about a dipole moment. So CO2 structure, this is CO2 structure. Next HI, next H2O is a bend shape, and finally for SO2. Okay, and it has 1 lone pair of electron, and here oxygen is having 2 lone pair of electrons. Okay, this is about the structures of the 4 molecules. So whereas we will discuss it one by one. First for CO2 molecule. So dipole moment. So whatever the atom is having more electronegativity, the electrons will move in that direction. Among carbon and oxygen, oxygen is more electronegative. The electrons tries to move this side. Even here the electrons tries to move this side. Then when these two pull towards opposite direction, the net dipole moment becomes equals to 0. Mu is the symbol which is used to represent about the dipole moment, that is equals to 0. There is no dipole moment in this case. Now we'll move on to the next one. In this case, between hydrogen and iodine, only one bond is present and iodine is more electronegative. The bonded electrons will tries to move towards iodine. There will be some dipole moment which does not equals to 0. There will be some dipole moment, that's why it's not equals to 0. Next, we'll move on to H2O molecule. In this H2O molecule, hydrogen is less electronegative, oxygen is more electronegative. Then these bonded electrons tries to move towards oxygen atom. Again here there will be some net dipole moment. Even here, so sulfur is having, oxygen is having more electronegativity, but it's not in the exactly same opposite. So they are bent. Okay, even here we can observe some net dipole moment. So first we have to discuss about shape of the molecule. Okay, the shape of the molecule will be obtained from the hybridization and bond angles. First we'll see about the bond angle. In this case the bond angle is said to be 180 degrees. Okay, in HI molecule the bond angle is 180 degrees. In H2O molecule the bond angle is 104 degrees. Okay, in SO2 molecule the bond angle is said to be less than 120 degrees. Okay, it is less than 120 degrees, because due to having some repulsions between lone pair and bond pair, that bond angle is reduced than 120 degrees. Okay, this is about the bond angles present in different types of molecules. When theta, so this bond angle is nothing but theta. When theta value increases, cos theta value decreases, and net dipole moment is also decreases. Remember, when theta value increases, cos theta value decreases. Once cos theta value decreases, net dipole moment also decreases. You just remember this relationship. Understand? Now you can observe here which is having highest theta value. Okay, so which is having highest theta? This one. Actually here H2O molecule should participates in sp3 hybridization, and its bond angle must be 109 degrees 28 minutes. But here it's not having such type of hybridized bond angle. It is showing 104, and here 120, which is less than 119 something will be present here. Here 180. Among all, which is leave this, because here dipole moment is 0, so it's not our answer. What we want to find out? Highest dipole moment. So the answer might be in these three. So here highest highest theta value is there, then cos theta decreases, net dipole moment is also decreases. That means among these three, which is having theta value as less in this case? In H2O molecule, theta value is less. Once theta value is decreased, cos theta value increases, and net dipole moment is also increases. So dipole moment, net dipole moment is very high in the case of water molecule when compared to all the four. So that the answer is the H2O. Okay, that means this dipole moment can also be explained based upon the bond angles and theta values. Now we'll move on to the next one. So here is our next question, which is related to hybridization. So the types of hybrid orbitals of nitrogen in NO2 plus, NO3 minus and NH4 plus respectively are expected to be. For these three, we want to find out types of hybrid orbitals. First, take the first nitrogen in NO2 plus. Okay, nitrogen contains totally 5 valence electrons, but here due to having positive charge, it has lost 1 valence electron, so that it contains only 4 valence electrons. These into marks are nothing but electrons, and each oxygen, 2 oxygens are present, each oxygen will make a double bond with the 2 electrons. Okay, now those two are involved in bond formation, and it is having sp hybridization. Okay, so it is having sp hybridization. Now we'll move on to the next one, NO3 plus, sorry, NO3 minus. In this case, the total number of valence electron in nitrogen is said to be 5, and due to having negative charge, 1 extra electron is added, so 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each oxygen will make a double bond with 2 electrons. Okay, each oxygen will make a double bond with 2 electrons. So totally 3 pairs of electrons are there. So it can participate in sp2 type of hybridization. Next, another one is NH4 plus. As you know, the valence electrons in nitrogen are 5. Due to having 1 positive charge, it has lost 1 electron. So total number of valence electrons present here are 4. Okay, each hydrogen will make only single bond. Okay, so it uses 1 electron. So 4 hydrogens uses 4 electrons and can form 4 pairs of electrons. These 4 pairs of electrons are accommodated in sp3 type of hybridization. Okay, involved in sp3 hybridization. So in nitrogen, sp hybrid orbitals are there, NO3 minus, sp2 hybrid orbitals, NH4 plus, sp3 hybrid orbitals are present. So the answer is the second one, sp, sp2 and sp3. If you know the number of valence electrons, based on that we can easily find out about its hybridization. Okay, now we'll move on to the next question. So here is the next question. In PO4 minus 3 ion, the formal charge on the oxygen atom of P bond O bond is. So formal charge, about this topic we have discussed in the previous videos. Okay, so to find out formal charge, first you have to write the Lewis dot structure. Even I have explained you how to draw Lewis dot structure. Okay, in this PO4 3 minus ion, we have to find out formal charge of phosphorus oxygen single bond. So you may consider this bond or this bond or this bond. Okay, for this we want to find out formal charge. So we can use a formula to find out formal charge. Formal charge is always equals to number of valence electrons minus bond pair minus lone pair into 2. Number of valence electrons minus bond pair minus lone pair into 2. So this is the formula to find out formal charge of any compound or formal charge of any atom in a molecule. So first find out valence electrons. Okay, so in valence electrons in phosphorus is said to be 5. The total number of valence electrons in phosphorus, sorry, for oxygen we are finding out. Okay, for oxygen atom we have to find out. So the total number of valence electrons in oxygen is said to be 6. minus bond pairs. How many bond pairs are present here? Only one. Minus number of lone pairs on this oxygen. This is one lone pair, this is second lone pair, and this is third lone pair. Total number of lone pairs are 3 into 2. Then 6 minus 1 minus 6. Minus 6 plus 6 got cancelled, so the answer is minus 1. So the formal charge on oxygen of P bond O is said to be minus 1. So this is formal charge on the oxygen atom in P bond O structure, or P bond O bond in PO4 minus 3 structure. So this is the formula which is used to find out about the formal charge. So formal charge is always equals to number of valence electrons in that atom minus bond pair minus lone pair into 2. So by using this formula you can easily find out about the formal charge of any atom in a molecule. Now we will move on to the next question. So now here is the next question. In NO3 minus ion, the number of bond pairs and number of lone pairs of electrons on nitrogen we have to find out. In this case you want to find out number of bond pairs and number of lone pairs. So in NO3 minus ion, the number of bond pairs and number of lone pairs on nitrogen atom we want to find out. So first write down the structure of NO3 minus to find out number of lone pairs and bond pair. So this is nitrogen, double bond O, O minus, O minus. So central atom is nitrogen surrounded by 3 atoms, that is 3 oxygen atoms, and here 2 oxygen atoms are having negative charge and nitrogen is having a positive charge. You can write here. Understand? Now see the valence electrons on nitrogen. Nitrogen valence electrons, atomic number is 5. Its atomic number is 7 and number of valence electrons are 5. In that it is having a positive charge, that means it has lost 1 electron. Then total number of valence electrons present here are just 4. Okay, 4 electrons are present. So in that 4 electrons, all the 4 involved in bond formation you can see. This is 1 electron of nitrogen, second electron of nitrogen, third electron of nitrogen, and this is 4th electron of nitrogen. All the 4 electrons are involved in bond formation. Then total number of bond pairs are said to be 4. Okay, and there is no more electron to exist as a lone pair. Then number of lone pairs are 0. Okay, total number of bond pairs are 4 and number of lone pairs are 0. So then the answer is this 4th one. Okay, so on nitrogen atom the lone pair of electrons are 0 and the bond pair electrons are totally 4. This is first bond pair, second bond pair, third bond pair and fourth bond pair. So like this we can easily solve different types of questions which are related to bond order, lone pair bond pair electrons, hybridization, polarity, dipole moment, isoelectric species, paramagnetic and diamagnetic. You know, if a molecule is having single electron, that is paramagnetic. If all electrons are paired with each other, then that is said to be diamagnetic. And bond order also we can easily find, and I have given few tricks to find out about the bond order also. So like this you try to solve as many as possible questions present in this present in your book. Okay, this is about the chapter chemical bonding.